Hello and welcome to episode 37 of the Little House Knits podcast. My name is Michelle, also known as Scully B on Ravelry. You can also find me as McTuck76 on Instagram. Have you been? Hopefully you've been well. It hasn't been that long since I last saw you. It's only been a week. Um, Hopefully you've been calm. This is the month for crazy, so hopefully you've been calm and all is good with you. Not much has been going on here. We put up our Christmas tree, which is very little, which is just the way I like it. Well, I like a big tree, but little is the only kind that fits in this house. So we've got a little tabletop tree, but at least it's a real tree, so that's nice. You still get the piney smell. Um, yeah, I've almost got some presents underneath it. None of them are for us, but it's probably better that way. Um, let's see, what else? Not much. We got some snow, I think like a foot and a half of snow last weekend. The kids were very excited. Well, the kids and my husband, because he's a teacher. So, they get a long weekend for Thanksgiving, and then they got 2 extra days um, because they were snow days for the foot and a half of snow that we got, which seems really great now. But when the end of the school year comes, we'll see how much they like it. That's about it. Let's see, what else? Not much. I'm actually knitting for a change. I know I don't usually do that, but I am on a mission with this particular project, which I will get to in just a moment. It's been it's been a monogamous week. So I have something to show you that I finished, and then I started this right after. So let me just put this down. So I think last time I had mentioned that I was working on sort of some house socks, like not slippery, but slipper type socks for my husband for Christmas. Last year, it just got so cold. I don't know what it was. Like, it was cold last winter, and I started making. I just wanted to sort of see how fast a pair of heavier socks would knit up, so I started messing around with that, and he really liked the yarn, which he should, because I bought this yarn to knit a sweater for him and then chickened out. So, and his feet are much bigger than mine, so the sock doesn't quite fit on the blocker, but I finished. Actually, I do have two. Let's see. So we've got some sort of house socks for him. These will fit really nice inside his slippers. And this is out of Knit Picks Swish, I believe, worsted. And he's a Gryffindor, so I thought I'd make him some house color socks. Yeah, so those will be a Christmas gift for him. He's getting a lot of knitwear this year. He's lucky. But I was working on these at lunch at work one day last week, and a woman that I work with had mentioned that her husband could really use a pair of those. He had an unexpected, really serious health issue last Christmas, and I guess he's lost a lot of weight and he gets really cold a lot. So I decided, even though how people ask you, but they're not really asking you. I figured I would just whip up a pair, Luckily, his feet are not as big as my husband, so hopefully these will go fast. So I'm just knitting a plain gray pair of these, and this is the same yarn, the Swish worsted, and I am putting them on size 5. These are my ChiaoGoo size 5 3.75 millimeter needles. So yeah, so I've already got one leg done for the other sock. I figure I always mess up counting with heel row. So I figure what I'm going to do is get this to the same place the other one is at and then do the heel flaps together. That way everything is even. But I think they should go pretty fast. So I'm hoping to have these done by the end of the week this week, which I don't think that's a huge stretch of the imagination. Um, so we'll see, because I'm not working a full week next week. I took 2 days off for myself next week. Um, I say for myself, but I have doctor's appointments and other appointments and errands. So, woohoo! Don't be too jealous. um, yeah, so that's this right now is the only thing that's on my needle. Once I finish this, I have another pair of socks for him. I might try to finish them before Christmas, but he has something else that he really, really wants for Christmas, so I might start that next. Um, a few years back, I knit him basically on the idea of a sockhead hat. Um, he doesn't have much up here, so his head gets very cold in the house, and he just wanted a hat for around the house. So I knitted one, but I'm not. He loves it. It is so worn out and floppy looking. I would show you, but he's wearing it right now. But it's so worn out and floppy looking. I'm like, don't you want a new one? So, well, maybe. And then he started to like the idea. So I'm gonna knit him another one out of the original. I've knit him two so far. One is a bit more snug and it covers his ears a lot more, and this one sort of doesn't quite cover his ears and it's looser. I think I knit it on too loose of a gauge, to be honest, but he has picked Knit Picks Felici in the Sunset colorway. So this will be next up. And I mean, it's fairly straightforward. There's not as much ribbing as a sockhead hat, and he doesn't like a slouchy hat. He wants it really fitted to his head, so it's really a lot less knitting. But he does like the Felici on his head because it's nice and soft. So this is next. And I might save his socks for after Christmas, or for Christmas Day, because we just hang around at relatives' house all day. So that's pretty much it. Sorry, I'm trying to look at my list. I was trying to make show notes and I was like, nothing's going on. But I had to drive my son to work the other day, which is right up near the mall, and I had to go to Target. And of course, you're already in the mall. You might as well just walk around. I kind of like to people watch at Christmas time. I used to work in the mall years ago when I was younger, but it's always a kind of part of me misses the Christmas rush more for the people watching than anything else. So we do a Yankee swap with my husband's family on Christmas. So and rather than having a separate kids one and adult one this year, they've sort of mashed everybody together. So I figured I'd just pop in and try to find some Yankee swap gifts. So I did find them. I found just a couple of little things, and like I really can talk. Just some of the Cards Against Humanity packs. They have like the red, green, and blue box, and they're like $20. So Yankee swap gift because everybody likes that game. But I don't know how I ended up in the notebook aisle, but I did. So I ended up just buying myself a couple of packs of the Moleskines, the skinny ones. So these are a pack of 3 each. And one is dotted and one is lined. The past couple of years I've been trying really hard to like bullet journal and keep myself organized. And it works and it doesn't. I don't think I need a whole big book. I have the Leuchtturm book, and it's great, but I just don't feel like I need all of it, and it feels like a waste. So I figured out this year I'm going to try something a little different, get myself organized. So I got to start on that. I might start on that before his hat. We'll see. But I was in Target and I got the notebooks, and then I was just walking around looking for things, and I could not believe that they actually had this for sale in the store. And I got so excited. And as soon as I brought it home, my 16-year-old was like, I want that for Christmas. So they had a Walkman. I couldn't believe it. I got so excited. The only bad thing is it's got earbuds. I feel like it should still come with that thin metal wire and the poofy things, but I have some around here somewhere. I'm sure he'll try to steal those from me too. So I was gonna put it in as the Yankee swap as kind of a joke gift, but he wants it, so I'll give it. My younger one can give it to the older one for Christmas. Challenge solved. So yeah, that's it. I realize this is not very interesting or very long of an episode, but I just wanted to, like I said, pop in and say hello. Let me move these socks. I don't really have any new yarn to show you, but I do have the Teeny Buttons Advent Calendar, and I do have the DIY sort of Advent Calendar that I received from Cat Knits on Instagram. And I just thought I'd show you a couple of the skeins because I've already opened day 9 this morning. I like to have a little pick-me-up before I go to work. So these two are my favorites so far. This is, she thinks it's Malabrigo, and I love the gray and the white and the blue. It's so pretty. And then I opened this one. This one is Dragon Strings, which is local to her. And the Dirty Hippie. I love that. This is just so pretty. Ooh, I can't get my left and right good. It's so pretty. I love it. So thank you. I am enjoying this so much. But I figured what I would do is I have not opened this yet today. So if you have a Teeny Buttons Advent Calendar and you have not opened your day 9 and you don't want to be spoiled, you may want to look away. Sorry for the crinkling. I love this. Look at that. Oh, no. This is more limey than what it's showing up on my screen. A little bit more lime green. This is awesome. This is exactly what I think of when I think of Slytherin. So, which means my son is probably going to want to steal it from me because he loves green. But, no. So that was today's, ooh, jeez. Sorry. That was today's Advent. I'm umming all over the place. I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry, it's getting close to my bedtime. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I had one other thing. It's kind of lame, but I find it helpful, so I figured I would just show it to you. We don't really, on my side of the family at least, once the kids, by kids I mean like my kids or my brother and sister's kids, once they turn 18, we really don't do gifts anymore. But I have a godson and a goddaughter, and I still always give them a card for Christmas and their birthday. But I hate giving cards. I just give them cash, but I hate giving cards with cash where you open it and the cash is just like flopping around. So I don't know if you'll find this useful, but if you have bills like everybody else, if you get bills in the mail, or even if you get like credit card offers or whatever, there's usually an envelope in there, or even the envelope itself. I always cut the corner off it, and if you have washi tape, I'll sort of decorate the washi tape. But I just do that. Normally I have double-sided tape, and I'll stick this in there and you can just pop it in. But I ran out, so I'm just using packing tape. But it still stays down, and you just slide the money in. So that's my Christmas wrapping tip for you. It looks a lot prettier. Plus, I like it because it's not going anywhere. so it's not going to fall out and they're not going to lose the money. Because we've had a lot of Christmases where someone's like, whose $20 is this? I don't want to lose $20. I did that a couple weeks ago and it killed me. But, yeah, sorry. I know this is super exciting. But I just wanted to pop in and say hello and make sure you were having a great week. And yeah, so I'm going to, like I said, try to keep this up, just a short little something, or maybe a long little something, who knows. But I will definitely try to see you next week. And in the meantime, thanks so much for stopping by the little house, and happy knitting. Bye.